It's about the benefit of other kids also, so that it gets recorded, and then they can, whenever they can watch, they can also watch and learn, right?
Yeah.
That's
So,
the whole idea.
yeah, I'm just creating like a copy to see like what questions we have done.
Yeah, no. So today we'll have a plan. What we'll do is that we'll try and cover this entire paper only, if possible. Otherwise, we'll do 3 questions and leave
Yes.
and leave the. Yeah. So this is being streamed live. So I've just muted that so that it doesn't interfere with us. Okay, and so we'll start. Okay, you can see my screen, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so there it is. There is. This is the question. How many different triangles with integer? You understand what is an integer, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
A natural
Integer.
number.
Yeah.
Counting numbers.
This integer can be a negative or positive or zero, right?
Correct, correct. But in this context, because
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
triangle, it has to be a positive integer.
Yeah. I know.
Correct. And it can, side lengths can be made whose perimeter is 20. So that is the question. So you give it a shot, and then
Yeah.
we
How many
will.
different triangles with integer number length sides can be made? Yes. So first, okay. Ha, ha, hmm. Okay. So we can go till okay. Let's count like okay.
Think about it. Which there is one particular rule which will come in play in this question because of the triangle part. And which rule is that? See, I could have given you the sum of any 3 numbers, correct? But I put a triangle over there, correct? So the triangle will bring in what rule do you think will bring in, which you need to use in this question? Why the triangle was introduced?
I think because the sum of any two sides will be greater than the other side.
The third side, right? So
Or,
that will give
or
you an
triangle
idea.
will only applies with angles.
No, it applies with
Okay.
sides. No,
Yeah.
triangle inequality rule theorem says that the sum of any two sides is larger than the third side, even if the third side is the largest one. Correct. So that will give you an idea that what is the maximum largest side you can take, and then work on this problem.
Yes.
And
So
then do the listing.
has to be greater. Maximum should be 9 then 9.
Exactly, smart boy. So we do the listing now like this. Okay, we take large, medium, small. This is not pizza. Okay, we're just taking the size of a triangle, not 3 pizza sizes. Okay, okay. But we will start with the largest possible, which is you said is what 9.
9.
Okay, the medium can be also equal to the largest one. That's not a problem because we
Yes.
can have an isosceles triangle. Correct. Right,
Yeah.
and it cannot be equilateral because 20 is not a multiple of 3, and
Yes.
our sides are integer sides, correct? So therefore 20, it cannot be an equilateral, but we can have an isosceles. So 9 9, what is the balance we will put here? What is the balance for
Well,
perimeter 20?
yeah. So you have to put 2 under there. 2.
Correct, correct. Then we do a 9. I do put a 8 here.
3.
Okay, we are doing a systematic listing. Notice that I'm going down
Yeah.
by size, right?
And then going up.
3.
Yes. Yeah. So 9 7 4 9 6 5. And
Now,
now we can just like multiply this whole thing by 2.
no, we don't need to multiply. See, a triangle with 965 and a 956 are the same triangles. Understand this?
Oh yes, yeah.
It is a triangle, right? We are not interested in the order of the sides because any side will be adjacent to 2 sides. Correct? Okay, understood. So we just stop here. Okay, so
Also, if
that is
it
the
was a square, then it would this if it were like this like a four-sided shape, then it would have matter. But triangle has only 3 sides, so it doesn't matter.
correct. Now let's start with the next largest, which is 8.
8.
Okay, so can we do a 8 8 and then
8 8 4.
8 7?
8 7 5.
Okay.
8, 6. Wait. 8, 6. 6.
That's it. Nothing more.
Nothing more.
Correct.
It's we are not interested in the order, just the triangle. So 7, 7, 6.
So we got 4 here. Sorry, not 5.
Yeah,
We got
and then we
4
got
here.
4 and then 3.
4, right? 992, 993, and 4. Yeah. Here we got 3.
3. So in the next we'll get 2. Wait, let's just check.
No,
7,
we got
7.
1.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 7, 7, 6.
That's it.
Yeah. 7, 2. Wait one second. Yep, wait one second. We can do 7 to no. Yeah, we can do 7 to 11. No, wait, no. We cannot do that. We cannot do that.
Well, what is our logic? We are going with the largest side, right?
Yeah.
Largest side.
So we 7, 4, 9. No, but that is 974. Yes. Okay.
I'm just saying we are taking the largest side. So don't take a number which is more than 7.
Yeah.
So this one can be equal to this one, and this one can be equal to this one. That is your funda. It cannot go beyond, this one cannot go more than this, and this one cannot go more than this. Okay. So what
Yeah.
do you get? You get 8 triangles. That's it.
8. Yeah. Okay. 8.
Now you cannot do a 6, because if you do a 6 also, you will reach only 18. Correct. So that's not possible.
Yeah. 6. Yeah, and then if we try to increase the number, we are basically recounting it. We have already counted.
So did you see that there are one concept which came in play was the triangle inequality theorem, by which you decided the highest, the length of the largest side, and then you did a systematic listing. Correct. So this is how you go about it. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. What is the perimeter of a rectangular floor in feet that is made from 91 1 foot square tiles if all sides of the floor are longer than 1 foot?
Okay, perimeter of a rectangular floor. Okay, 91. 91 1 foot square. If all sides of the floor are longer than 1 foot, okay. First of all, is 91 a prime number? Let's check that.
It's not.
91. 1, 2, no, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah, 7. It's with 7. Okay. Yeah, 7 and 13. Yeah, 13 into 7, because 14 into 7 makes 98. 13 into 7. So 13 and 7 are its factors. So what's the perimeter of rectangular 4? Okay. So yeah, 40.
Very nice. Good job. So why we gave this condition, you understand in this question. Okay, why we gave this condition? Because if you had not given this condition, then I could have lined up all the square tiles in a row.
Yeah, and plus
Correct.
all this square tiles in a column.
Column or
Yeah,
a row. I mean, it's the same thing.
which
I
is
mean, in
actually
one
the
line.
same, because 1 into
Okay.
91 is the same as
Yeah,
91 into 1.
I'm just changing the orientation. If I put it like this, I put it like this. It's the same thing, correct?
Yeah.
So then in that case, I would have had a 1 into 91, and that would have given me the largest perimeter. So that would have given me a perimeter of 92 into 2, correct?
Yeah.
That would have been
92,
184.
yeah, which would have given 8. So that,
Correct.
wait, no, 200 minus 16, which is, 184. Yeah, 184.
Correct. But we saw that because we are putting it in a rectangle, so there has to be some tiles aligned in this direction, correct, and some tile has to be aligned in this direction. Then only you will get a rectangle, correct. You'll get a column multiplied by row, number of tiles in a column and multiplied by number of columns in a row. That's what you get, right?
That's
and these are all 1, 1, 1, right? So you can break up the 91 into a product, and the factors are 13 and 7, right? Therefore, the area, understand that whenever the tiles are not overlapping, the area in this case also and in this case also are same. Understood? Okay, so you will get 13 into 7 is also 91, and in this case also 91 into 1 is also 91. Correct? The area is same for both of them.
Because it is made from 91 1 foot square tile basically means is area as 91 foot
Correct.
feet square.
Correct. Because they are not overlapping, so they are just adding up. They can add up in any fashion. Correct. Now, in this case, what is happening is that your area, so your perimeter will become, as you said, 13 and this side is 7. So put together is 20. So 20 times 2 is 40. This is very nice. Now tell me something. Why the perimeter here is 91 and here is only 40? What happened?
I know. So recently I noticed, like, if you take any number, to make the least sum is when the two factors are closest to each other, and the largest sum possible is when the two factors are away from each other. So here the factors of 91 are 1, 13, 7 and 91. So 1 and 91 are pairs, and 7 and 13. 7 and 13 are the close factors, and 91 and 1 are the far factors. And now we know that the close factors are always like add up to a lesser sum.
Now, why does that happen? I understand that I know, but why does that happen? At least in this picture also you can get an idea that when you are actually see if all these squares were separate, okay, all these tiles were separate, for example, then you would have got a perimeter of, so each would have given you 4 ka perimeter, right?
Yeah.
So 4 into 91, you would have got 364, correct?
364.
Right. Now what is happening when you are lining them up in this way? So the cornermost ones, they lose only one inside because it goes inside. Correct. So so you lose 2 because of that. Okay, and the rest 89, they lose two sides each. Correct. 2 sides each. So 89 into 2 is 178. Correct. 178 plus 2, 178 plus the corner 2 which you lost inside chala gaya, that is makes it 180, right? Now if you subtract from 364 minus 180, you will get 184, which is exactly what we got there, correct?
Yeah.
Understood. In this case, what is happening? That the corner,
in this case, the especially the middle ones are like are losing all the center one. Yeah. So
this part.
Inside that.
And let's look at this. The corner ones are losing 2 sides each. So there are 4 corners. So you lose 8, correct?
Yes.
Then the edge here, if this is 13, then the edge here
11.
will have 13 minus 2, 11.
11.
These 11 and this one over here, this 11. That's 22, correct? These 22 are losing 3 of it, correct? So yes. 22 into 3 is 66, correct? Right? Okay, now here, these two corners, this is 7, so this is 5, right? 5 into 2 is 10. 10 into 3 is 30. These are losing 30, correct?
So 10, and then 10 into 3, 30, 30.
Yeah, and this one is 11, as we saw, and this one is 5, so 55. 11 into 5 is 55.
Losing all, so 55 into 4, which is like 220.
Now let's add all this up. 250 plus 66 is 316 plus 8. 316 plus 8 is 324. So when you subtract from 364, if you subtract 324, what will you get? You get 40 only, correct?
Yeah.
Did you understand? Now regarding the thing which you are telling me. Okay, now let's understand that also. Okay. So we are saying that if there is a number, okay, whose product is, let's say, let's take a very small number. Let's say 10. If we talk about 10. Okay, so 10 we can get as 1 into 10, correct? Right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Or we can get it into 2 into 5, 4. correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's take an example, okay, and let's do this. Okay, so if we are saying uh,
So
let
1
me
into
take a
10, the more exposed the square tiles are, the
hmm,
more sides is being exposed. So that's why the perimeter becomes more, and the more like close the two numbers are, then the more
hmm,
like a lot is getting like very
hmm.
non yeah.
Let's understand this. Let's understand this. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have two rows here. Okay, one and two, and let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 6. Okay. So we are talking about row plus column. So these numbers are giving this number, this entire thing, which is the kind of area or number of objects, that is column into row, correct? And which is giving me 20, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And if I add the column plus row, I am getting a 20, I am getting a 10 plus 2, which is 12, correct? 10 plus 2, column plus row. Okay. Now, in order to have the same thing, what I'm going to do is that let's say 4 into 5 we are talking about. Okay, so we take this, okay. So here how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of them we take, okay, and we split them into here. So 4 from here, 8. Okay, so we move this thing over here. Okay.
Okay.
So let me just take this one off. Now what happened? My column reduced by 4. Column reduced by 4. So column became 4 now. So earlier column was 10 and row was 2. And now my column reduced by 4, reduced to 4. Okay. And my row became 4.
Okay.
Okay. So now still we have 20 objects, correct? We still have, so column into row is still 20. We still have 20 objects.
Yes.
But column plus row became what? 4 plus 4, that's only 8.
8.
4 plus 5, sorry, 4 plus 5.
Yeah. 4 plus 5, 9.
5, 9. Understood? So why now what happened here? We reduced it by 6 here, and but that resulted into an increase of only 2 here.
So we're losing with
Sorry, row became 5, no? By
yeah,
3.
yeah, row became 5, so that's an increase of 3. So decay, so totally we are losing 3, and then yeah,
Correct.
and 12 minus 3 is 9. Okay.
Correct. Understood.
Yes, understood.
So yeah, so that is how it typically works. Okay. And the same thing is that so when the numbers are far apart, okay, there's some will be. So basically, we are saying that when we split a number, okay, let's say I say that the sum of two numbers is 10. I'll give you the ulta of this. Okay, the sum of two numbers is 10. Let's say. Okay, so I say that there is one row only, and I make 9 objects: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there are 9 columns. Okay. Now my row is, this is my row and these are my columns. Okay, so my column is 9 and my row is 1. So column plus row is 10, correct? Okay. Now in order to, when we say multiply means we have to make a rectangle, always a rectangular figure, correct? So if I take off this one from here, okay, and I put it over here, I'll have to complete this row, correct? So what happened? I reduced the column by 1. So my total was 10 earlier. So 10 minus 1, because I reduced 1 here, and I introduced another 8, a new column, correct? 10
Yeah.
minus 1 plus 8. Okay, and that gives me,
17.
no,
Uh,
I did something wrong. 1 second. This is 9 into 2, right? 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9 was there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So earlier there was 9. So now I removed it, so it remained 8. So 9 minus 1. Sorry, what did I do? It was 9 earlier, not 10. It was 9 and then one column, one row. So 9 plus 1. So I'll do a 9 minus 1 plus 8. So I'll get a 16, correct? Because I removed one column, I introduced a whole new column, a whole new row, correct? Again, like that, when I remove these two, so I will go from a, so notice this, 16 is 8 into 2, correct? Then from 16, I remove two of them. So minus 2, and now I'm introducing another row, which is of 7, correct? Plus 7. So you got 16 minus 2, 14, plus 7 is 21. And that is 7 into 3, correct?
21.
Yeah. So what happens? What I'm saying basically that when we talk about a rectangle, let's say this is the length and width. So half of the perimeter. So if the half of the perimeter is known, then the maximum area a squarish figure will pack. Because once we go on this one, okay, and we reach a 5 by 5 this thing, then it will be maximum, correct? Then it will reach it maximum, correct?
Yes.
So that will give me a 25, right? So for a given sum, the product of two numbers is maximum when they are closest. When they are more squarish, correct?
Yes.
Now the converse of this theorem is, the converse of this thing is, which we saw up here, that given the area, the product is given, the minimum perimeter will be of a squarish figure, because a square requires a lesser perimeter to give the same area.
Yes.
Because a square is more efficient. Okay, a square is more efficient. It packs more area with the same perimeter. Okay, therefore, for the same area, it needs a lesser perimeter. It needs a lesser perimeter. Understood?
Yes.
And a rectangle will have a much bigger perimeter to give the same area.
Yes.
Understood or not? Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so let's go do the next question. This is the last question of this grade level, and then we'll do the grade 6 one. Ashwin, get your camera on, please. Jaideep and Amandeep live 9 kilometers from each other. Amandeep lives 7 kilometers from the supermarket. What is the difference between maximum minimum possible difference in kilometers between Jaideep's house and supermarket?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Okay.
a very simple question.
Yeah, Saket.
Yeah. Put it on
So
chat.
Okay.
You solve this, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just send it privately. Yeah.
Ashwin, get your camera on, please.
Yes, sir. Sent.
See, you've done the problem half. What is the question asking you?
What is the difference between okay, the difference between the maximum and minimum? So
So that's coding,
answer
correct?
answer will be
Okay, good. So let's understand this. Okay, so on a number line, okay, or on a road, let's say this is Jaideep and this is Amandeep. Okay, and they stay at a distance of 9 kilometers. Okay, and Amandeep stays 7 kilometers from the supermarket. Now, if the supermarket is on this side, okay, then obviously the distance between Jaideep and this one will be maximum.
yes, maximum.
Correct.
Yeah. Yes.
Why not somewhere else, here or something like this?
No, here wait. Then that. Yeah. So wait. 9 kilometers. It can't be there
We
because he can go diagonally too.
we are saying we'll again apply the triangular equality theorem. This plus this will be always greater than this, correct?
Yes.
Therefore, the maximum distance will be this one. Understood?
Yeah.
Understood or not? Okay. So this one will be the maximum distance. And what if we don't know the supermarket is on this side or this side, right? So if it comes on this side,
It'll be only 2 kilometers next.
this is only 2 kilometers. And same logic again. Why not like this? If I take it like this, okay, then this distance here, okay, okay, this distance here from here, then what?
Okay. So that means the big side.
So if
So that means that side is wait 1 second. That side is
this
7.
side is always going to be greater than this, correct? Because if I drop a perpendicular from here, okay, this distance, see, just imagine there's a circle here, okay. Just imagine this is the center of a circle and I'm moving this
Okay.
with a radius of not this way. 1 second. Let's say if I say this side was 7, and if I move it with a circle here, okay, and there's a point here.
Oh, so along the circle, all the distances are 12.
No, understand.
And all the distances
No,
are
no,
7.
yeah, along the circle, all the distance is 7. So you can understand this that this 7 when it comes here, and if you drop a perpendicular from here, okay, from here, okay. So obviously this one is a hypotenuse of a right angle triangle, correct? So this length, say this length is bigger, correct?
Yes.
Base say hypotenuse will be always greater of a right angle
Yeah,
triangle.
yeah, yeah.
And we can see here very clearly that this distance here of 7, this one is even smaller than the base. Correct. Therefore, that makes the shortest distance. It's even smaller than the base, no? Because when you move this circle here, so at this point it is cutting it. So
Yeah.
this whole length from here to here is 7. Okay. So you can see this that this length is going to be shorter than this base of the right angle triangle. Base is still here. Okay. So understood.
But then you mean the line that is going to that point where it's written 7, that point, right?
No, 7 is still here. From here to here.
Yeah.
This one is also 7 and this one is also 7, right?
Yes.
But I'm saying, and this is if we had taken this as a point, and let's say if you say this distance, and we have
That's
to
much
check
bigger. Yeah.
that's bigger. Why? Because when I'm dropping a perpendicular on this one and making a right angle triangle, this base here, this base is shorter than this distance. Correct?
Yeah.
And the distance when the circle cuts this line here at this point, okay, this point is shorter than this one. Correct? We can see this very clearly, right? Okay. Therefore, that becomes the shortest length. This one will be the. If I'm saying, let's say, if I'm saying 1 second. So I'm saying that this is the base, and let's call it a B. Let's call it a A, and let's call this short distance as C. So we can very clearly see that B is greater than C. Correct?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So this point,
Yeah.
we know.
And A is also greater than B. That also we know. Right. Therefore, A is definitely greater than C. Correct.
Yes.
Understood? That is the logic. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
So in this case, the distance will be 9 minus 7, which is 2 kilometers.
Yes.
And therefore, the difference between maximum and minimum will be 16 minus this 2, which is 14. So good job, Saket. Let's do the next paper, okay? I'll just open the next paper, grade 6. And we'll do 3 questions there. So we will start from here. Arjun's father is 5 times as old as Arjun. If after 6 years his sorry, his I have written by mistake here. So let me just cut this out. Arjun will be one third. If after 6 years Arjun will be one third of his father's age, how old is Arjun's father now?
Arjun will be one third of his. If after 6 years, Arjun will be one third. Okay. So we can solve this using algebra.
Okay, use algebra.
Okay. So let Arjun's father be F as F, and let Arjun's this is current year. So currently F equals to current father's year, and A equals to current Arjun's year. Okay. So F okay, so Arjun's father's 5 times as old as Arjun. Yeah, F equals to 5A. So F plus 6 equals to only 3 3A plus 6. 3A plus 6 in one thing. Yeah.
So here we can, what we can do is that we can write this as 5A. We can substitute it, correct? This one will give me 3A plus distributive law of multiplication.
So 5A plus 6 equals to 3A plus 18. Yes. 3 3A plus 18. So 18 we cannot multiply. So yeah, 18 minus 6, which is this 12. 2A is 12, 1A is 6. So that means current A is 6. That means father's current A is 30. So yeah, 30 is that.
Now let's check this. Whenever we solve a problem, we should always check. So we know that, okay, Arjun is 6 and father is 30. That's fine, correct? Now we add 6 years to both of them. I get a 12 here and I get a 36 here. Is this 3 times?
Yes.
Yes, it is 3 times. So the answer is correct. Okay, this is using algebra, which is this is called equations, making equations. Okay, based on the mathematical sentences, and we try to see that what is going to happen. So we used one equation here, and we substituted the value. We did a substitution of 5A over here. Correct. We could have done it in other way also, where we could have in this place we could have put a F by 5 also. But if you want to deal with fractions, then it becomes difficult. Okay, then it becomes difficult. Okay, F by 5 if you want to put, then you can do it that way also. And this case also it will be F plus 6, and then you can solve.
Yeah, 3A plus 18. So then 5A. So wait, then yeah. So
okay.
Wait 1 second. Now, so why were we putting that plus 6 and then we're putting on the other side? So it's become minus 6.
Yeah,
so
because
why 3A? Why we putting minus 3A? Okay, I'll make it 2A equals to 12.
So this one comes on this side, so it will become minus. No?
Yes, I understand. Yeah, minus. I didn't see that minus. Okay.
Correct. See, understand. Yeah. So see, in schools, what way you learn is that 5A plus 6 is there and is equal to 3A plus 18 is there. Correct. You want to get all the variables. Variables are these with the A. Correct. And these are constants. Correct. So you want the variables to come on one side and the constants to come on one side. Which side is the variable bigger? Here it is bigger. It's smaller. So you subtract on both sides the variables. So minus 5A minus 3A, and you subtract the variables on this one also, the smaller one on both sides. So you have a plus 6, you do a minus 6 here. Okay, the same thing you do on the other side also. So you have a 3A minus 3A plus 18 minus 6. Okay, understood? So we introduced these two, this one and this one. Okay, what it did to me, on this side I'll be left with this one will cancel, I'll be left with 2A, and on this side this one will be cancelled and it will be left with 18 minus 6, which is 12, which is the same thing. I have done it, I've done the old way around, where when we move the things on the other side, Okay, we change the sign. So 6 is moved on the other side, so it becomes a -6. The 3a goes on this side, so it becomes a -3. Okay, anyways. So is there another way pictorially? Let's understand this. Okay, so let's say this is Arjun. Okay, then father's age right now is 5 boxes. Correct? Are you with me?
Yes.
You are on mute.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah. Now let's say if I add a 6 to it, and I add a 6 to it on this side also. What is the now the new relationship? This is 3 times of this. This is 3 times of this, correct?
Yes.
So I will make 3 of this. So I will make another box and another 6, another box and another 6. Fine. Now it became 3 times of
Yes.
itself. Now
Yeah.
these two are equal. Now if you
Equal.
compare these two,
Yes.
this one will cancel with this one. Okay, the 6. We are
Yes.
just comparing. This box will cancel with this. Correct?
Yes.
This box will cancel with this, and this box will cancel with this. You are left with 2 6s here and 2 boxes here. So 12 is
So that
equal
means
to 2.
one. So 12 equals to 2 boxes. So one box equals to 6, and yeah, and that one box in the beginning, Arjun was 1 box to 6. Oh, this is much easier.
Understood?
Yes.
It is the same thing what we did in the equation, but I'm just doing it in a visual way. Understood? Using bar model. Okay? All right. Now let's do the next one. Question 22. Try this one. This one is a little challenging. And tell your brother to log in at 5:15.
Okay, at 5:50, right? Okay, and now it's
5:15. 5:15. 1-5. Okay, because we'll finish by 5:05. Okay, and then I need a 5-10 minutes break, right? You want me to take a little break or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So 5 minutes break and then I'll do it. Let's do this. Let's try this one. Ashwin, can I have your video on, please? Now, why can't you on your video? I didn't understand that. You need to give me a reason, valid reason for that. Right? You're not even speaking also. You just come here for what? You can watch the videos later on otherwise on YouTube. If you're not going to participate, there is no point in having this, no? Attending this.
So that means 2 coins. If it is minimum one of each kind, and 77 is an okay. So that means if we have minimum one of $2 coin and minimum of $1 coin. So that means to make it divisible by 5, then that 7 should be, because if you minus $2 out of it, you'll get 75, which can be erased out of 5. But you need to include a 1. So if you need to use 5 of those ones to make it again a multiple of 5. So that means we've used 1 and 1 and
Okay, see,
5.
what is the question asking? First, understand this. The question is asking at least, which means that your goal is to have least number of 5 Bitcoin.
Okay, least number.
So which one should be maximum then? Out of $1 and $2, which one do you think should be maximum? You have to maximize.
Maximize $2.
Why?
because $2 is greater, that means it will make it will take greater space of that $77, which will give less number for $5 coins to
You
total.
are you are so good. You are absolutely correct. So there is you have a finite space, correct? It's a finite space of $77, right? And you have finite number of coins also. You don't have infinite number of coins, correct? So maximum of these coins, if they are $2, then they occupy more space because $2 value is more out of the $77, correct? And
Yeah.
the balance you can fix it up with the $5 coin, okay, and $1 coins, correct? And then so we will try to minimize the $1 coin, okay, and we'll see first of all. So let's say we had first of all, let's understand this, that there is another constraint in this question which says that there is at least one kind of each kind, correct? So first let's look at this. So if you have a $1 coin of one and a five $2 coin is also one and a $5 coin is also one, so my three coins are gone. And it also the value also reduces from this is $8, so my value also reduces from 77 minus 8, which is $69, correct? Now I have $69 and I have 17 coins to play with, correct?
Yes. So we have
Okay.
$69. So
Hmm.
we wanted so yeah, we have 17 coins to play with. So that means we cannot use like all of them cannot use on $2 because
Hey,
we have
let's
only
take that.
17.
Let's assume that all 17 are $2 coins. Will it take me to 69? It cannot take me, right? In that case, the value will be 34, correct?
Yeah, one thing, I'm just plugging in my charger.
Aswin, if you don't speak anything and if you don't participate, then I'll have to kind of take you out of the room because I don't allow people to attend classes like this. What do you have to say about this? Please put it on chat and then we can take it forward from there.
Yeah, so the value will be 34. Okay, so once again, if we change each $2 coin into a $5 coin, we gain three we gain three $3, and the difference between 69 minus 34 is 5 and 35. We need 35 more. Okay, so that means we need we want to make and the closest is 33, so we want to make 11 of those coins. No, actually 10 of those coins, because 35 is not divisible by 3. So that means if we flip 11 coins, it will become 30. So wait, I'm so 35, we want to change that by 35. So each time we flip, so actually we can yeah so let's make 11. We can make a total of 12 5 coins, make 11 extra $5 coin. Then it will make total of 11 5 coins, so the total 60 plus 11 minus 17, just 6. So and 7, so it will make 14 plus 60 plus 1. So that's 14 16 plus 1. Oh, it's not adding up. Oh wait, I was just 30. uh
Saket.
Yes.
We have to go for 35, right?
Yeah, so
If we
35,
go
but
till 30,
35 is not divisible by 3. Closest
33
is
does.
33. Yeah.
So, but you have 36 also, correct? You can always go to 36 and replace a $2 coin by a $1 coin also.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We can do that.
And the value will come down, it will drop down.
So that's
Drop down, correct? Yeah.
We replace 36. So the 36 divided by 3, we replace 12 of those 17 coins. That means
Ah.
5. So that
So
means we buy extra
one
$2. So
second.
we make it 6.
One
And
second,
then,
before we lose track, let's write all the things, okay? And we have a $5 coin here. Initially we already had one of each, correct? And that gave us $8 here, right? Right. And then we said
yes.
that in order to get to 69, and if all were $2 coins, so we put all $2 coins, which is the remaining 17 $2 coins. Okay, and these two were zero at that time for right now. Okay, this was giving us $34. Right, so we got 34 plus 8 is 42, and we need to reach 77. That was 35 more we require. Correct. Now what we said that we will when we replace a $2 coin by a $5 coin, my value goes up by $3. Correct. And the gap we require, this one is 42, and we needed 77. 77 minus 42 is 35. Right. So if we divide 35 by 3, it's not divisible. So what we'll do is that we'll go till 36. Okay, and then we'll have extra $1. For that, we will replace a $2 coin by a $1 coin. Okay, so first we will do it that way.
Yes.
So first
we can do that at the end once we have calculated everything else.
When we reduced it by 12, okay, by 12 coins, okay, we got 5 here, right? And the $5 coins we got here 12.
Yeah, we have 5 extra. So, and then we have 12 on those 5.
So this one is how much now?
And also you can take off that one on the top and replace it two on the.
We will add it 1 second. So we reduced it. We removed 12 coins out of this, and we made them $5 coins. So this is 10, and this is 60. So this is giving me a total of 70. Correct.
Yeah.
And we can see here that this is fixed. This is not changed. This is the way it is. This one changed to this. Now 70 plus 8 is a 78, correct?
Yeah, 78. So that.
And now I will make it another one here.
Yeah.
We'll make this one another one, and this one will reduce by 1. So we'll get 4 here. And this one will remain as 12. Okay, now we'll see the total becomes, this one is 60, 68 plus 1 is 69. 69 so plus 8 is 77, correct? And we will total
up. Wait 1 second. So $1 plus $8, which is 9 plus, it becomes 69 only.
Yeah. This $1 we had kept aside, na? One coin of each.
Yeah. So we add that 69
so
plus
this
8.
One plus this one 2.
77.
1 plus 4 plus 7. 1 plus 12 is 13. Correct. So this is 65. This is 75 and 2, 77. Value is 77. The number of coins is 20. So you need a minimum of 13 coins. Minimum of 13 coins.
Yeah.
Understood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 5-5. So shall I leave?
One second. The 5-5? Yeah. No, let's complete the another question. We'll do to question 23 and then. Nitishika, how was GJMAT?
It was hard, to be honest.
Very hard, right?
It was like a bit higher than the level of Olympiad.
Which Olympiad are you comparing it with?
The SOF IMO.
SOF IMO is not an Olympiad, first of all. It's a crap Olympiad.
Yeah, it's very easy.
It is just like your school exams. Nothing
Yeah.
more than that. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at this. In math test, there are 20 questions. For correct answers, 5 marks is given. For incorrect answers, 2 marks are deducted. And for unanswered question, no marks is given or deducted. Pradeep scored 33 marks. At most, how many questions did he answer correctly?
So right here the max. So if he gets all correct, the maximum is 100. So for each so if we replace a correct answer with a wrong answer, not only minus that 5, we get an extra negative marking, which is 2. So we minus it by 7. So
Okay,
the difference
for
between
wrong answers, you deduct 7 because you've already given the 5 marks as per your assumption. Correct. So you have to first reverse that 5 marks and then extra 2 negative marking. So you go down by 7s from 100. Okay, and for unattempted,
can you leave questions? Can you leave questions?
yeah, that's what. For unattempted, he will get no marks is given. So he will go down by 5s in that case. Correct.
Oh, okay.
Now what? Okay, I'll give you a very simple concept in this. Understand this. So let's say this is what, let's say somebody scores 33. Okay. Now this is a combination of what he got correct and then what he got wrong. Because of wrong, he will come down by 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 like that. Correct.
So I think the maximum number, the maximum number of questions he got correct might be 6 or something.
No.
So to get the maximum number of questions he answered correctly is to use unanswered the most. That way there will be more space for answer correctly for points. So that means, wait 1 second. So 100 minus 33 is equal to 67. So
One second, Saket, let me just explain the concept first. So for getting the same score, somebody who gets less right can get less wrong also and still come at a 33. You getting it? You go this much because of rights and then you come back this much. And if you go get more right and you get more wrong also, then you come in, which means that your unattempted here will be very less. In this case, unattempted will be very high because you're answering less correct and less wrong. So the total 20, yeah.
Sir, this is my first class and I wanted to ask a question that on which topic you are explaining this question?
Sorry? Are we?
Sir?
On
which topic you are explaining this question?
We are just explaining a problem. We are right. There is no topic and all. Maths is not about topics. It's a problem which we are discussing, right?
Mean like integers, fractions, like that, sir?
No. This is a maths problem. Just look at the problem. Okay. Those are called mathematical operations, computing. We don't do computing. We do application-based problems. These are all application-based problems. Okay. So anyways, let's understand this.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So from 100, you will come down by either 7s or 5. For example, if I say that somebody gets 19 correct and 1 wrong, correct? So if we get 19 correct, so what will happen? Because he did not get 20 correct, you will first subtract 5 from 100. And then because he did not get that right? So you had already given him 5 marks in this 100. So you subtract by 5 and then you subtract another 1, another 2. So you get a 93. So he first gets a 95 because of 19 correct and then he comes down by 2. So he comes down to 93. So from 100 he comes down to by 7s. And that's why from 100 we take 7 say drop hoga for a wrong answer. For a unattempted one, he will come down by only 5 because he just won't get the 5 which he was supposed to get. Okay. Therefore, now we see that he has to come down by 67. Okay. And as we see that the more wrong answers he has, the more right answer also he has. Correct. So we will try to have maximum 7s in this.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
for maximum 7s,
Yeah.
I will just keep on reducing by 5s. And the moment I land on a multiple of 7, it will work. So 67 minus 5 is 62. This is not a multiple of 7. Correct. Then I again subtract 5. What do I get? I get 57.
57.
This is also not a multiple of 5. Subtract 2. We get a 52.
No. Then 47, which is no. Then
42. 42 is a multiple of 7, right? So he got 42 divided by 7 gives me 6 wrong, correct? Right? And how many 5s we came down by? We came down by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there are 5 unattempted questions. If you look at it also, you can see that 42 plus 25, 5 times 5, gives you a 67, correct? So there are 6 questions. 6 questions he got wrong. Okay, there are 5 questions he was unattempted. Therefore, the remaining questions will be all correct.
9.
And that will be 9. Okay, now let's look at this and let's check it out. 9 into 5, you get a 45, correct? Right? And you got 6 wrongs. So 6 into 2 is minus 12, correct?
yeah.
45 minus 12 is 33.
Minus 12. So 45 minus 12 will be 33. Yeah.
Understood? So this is the maximum. Now, if I ask you, are there more possibilities? Are there more combinations? So let's check it out. Okay, let's check it out. 42 ho gaya. Let's not wait at this 7 and let's keep on reducing. So minus 5 is 37. Minus 5 is 32.
So we have to minus with 5 more because we know we minus that number by 5.
We get 1 second. We will actually reduce it by 35 because now understand that the moment you got this thing now 42. So now if you now there is still 42 to go down, right? In this 42 you have a 35, which is a LCM of 3 and 5 and 7, right? You have the 42 is larger than 35. So you can replace 7 5s. You can replace 7 5s by 5 7s.
7 5s by 5 7s.
Sorry. That's what I'm saying. So 1 second. So let's start going down by 7s. If I go down by 7s from here, that's what is happening in the current case, correct? From here we are going down by 7s, right? So I went down by a 7, I got a 35. I went down by another 7, I went to 28. I went down by another 7. I got to a 21. Minus 7, 14, and minus 7, 7. Okay, now let's just imagine this. Okay. If I take this 7, this 7, this 7, this 7, and this 7. Iske jagah pe, if I start going down by 5, there are 5 7s here, correct? If I start going down by 5s from here, I will go down by 7 5s, correct or not? And I'll reach the same number. Because 42 minus 35 is 7 only, right? So what I can do here basically is that I can increase this. So I have right now my combination is correct, wrong, and unattempted. Right now my combination is 6, 5, and 9, correct? Out of the 6, I will, these are all bearing 7 marks each, and these are all bearing 5 marks each, correct? So out of this, 5 7s I will remove. So I will come down to 1 7 only. Okay, and here I will increase 7 5s. 7 5s is 35. So here I'll make it a 12. So 12 plus 1 is 13, and therefore the balance will be 7. So this is another combination which is possible. So if I get a 7 correct, then I get 35 marks, correct? If I get 1 wrong, I do a minus 2. I get a 33. See, in this case, the same thing which I was explaining to you. For a marks of 33, if you have more correct, like in this case, you have 9 correct and you have 6 wrongs. So you went more ahead, and you came back to the same point. In this case, you went a little lesser ahead, you went till 7 only, and you got 33 marks. So this is the same thing which I was explaining to you. For a marks of 33, if you have more correct, like in this case, you have 9 correct and you have 6 wrongs. So you went more ahead, and you came back to the same point. In this case, you went a little lesser ahead, you went till 7 only, and you have lesser wrongs also. But what happens here? Here the unattempted is much more as compared to this. Did you understand?
So it's very.
It's not very difficult. It's a very simple concept. What rocket science is in this? There's nothing.
Okay.
Watch the video again, then you'll understand. Okay, chalo, then we'll call it a day. Ask your brother to log in at 5:30. Okay.
Okay, I'll log. Yeah.
Not 5:30, 5:25. It's
Okay,
5:16 right now. Itishika, you can also join at 5:25 now.
Oh.
Okay. And the 7th, 8th one, I'll start at 5:25.
Bye.
Bye bye.